Have I ever given someone a reality check? Oh, absolutely. My sister's boyfriend. He used to call me the disappointment. Said at every family dinner like it was his running joke. Still working retail? Still living at home? He chuckled like he was just teasing, but the digs were always sharp. My sister giggled to keep the peace. My parents shifted uncomfortably but said nothing. And me? I just bit my tongue because I knew something he didn't. I notice everything. He walked in like he owned the place. Designer shoes, leased BMW, sunglasses inside, and a cologne cloud that could choke a horse. He had stories about crypto, about stock market flips, about elite people he used to party with in Miami. But when I asked basic questions like, what company do you work for, or what field are you actually in, he'd deflect. It's complicated, he'd say, or it's all hush-hush right now. That's code for I'm broke and pretending I'm not. But still, my sister fell for it, hard. She told me he made her feel chosen, that he saw things in her no one else did. I watched her morph into someone else, ditching her friends, dressing for his taste, talking like an Instagram motivational speaker. She started repeating his line. Don't waste time with losers, she told me once. You could be so much more if you tried. That stung. She even started judging mom, told her she needed to elevate her mindset, told dad his employee mentality was limiting. It was like she joined a personality cult with only one member, him. I missed my real sister, the one who used to binge horror movies with me in sweatpants and laugh at fart jokes. Then came the night. Family dinner, lasagna, candles, awkward tension. He came in late, as usual, and started talking about new opportunities that involved high-level licensing deals with European investors. No one asked, but that didn't stop him. Then he turned to me, smirked. You know, if you had any real ambition, you'd be out of here by now. Or at least off the register. Everyone froze. My fork hit the plate. I looked at him for a second and said, that's interesting, because your LinkedIn says you haven't had a job title in over a year, and the last company you worked at filed for bankruptcy. He blinked, smiled like I was joking. I wasn't done. And that Rolex? It's fake. I reverse image searched the listing. It's a $79 knockoff from a site that misspells luxury. I matched the exact scratches. My sister gasped. My dad coughed. My mom tried to change the subject, but I kept going. I might live at home. I might work retail, but I pay my own bills. I take care of grandma on weekends. I helped mom when she had surgery, and I don't use people's credit scores to pretend I'm a man. Silent. He stood up and said, wow, bitterness doesn't suit you. Then he walked out. The chair scraped the floor so hard it left a mark. My sister didn't speak to me for days. Then she found out he'd taken out 2 credit cards in her name, used her social, maxed one out on Rim, tried to open a third. He claimed it was temporary, that he was building them a future. She saw the truth too late. She cried in my room for hours, told me she hated herself for not listening. I held her, told her we all fall for the wrong people sometime, but smart is knowing when to walk away. Strong is doing it. That was the last time he ever came near our family. Now my sister's rebuilding, got her own apartment, went back to school. She still says thank you at random moments at the grocery store while folding laundry, once in the middle of brushing her teeth. She calls it her wake-up moment. I just call it love, because reality checks aren't always cruel. Sometimes they're the kindest thing you can give someone. And the best part, you don't even have to raise your voice. You just have to tell the truth.